gave a speech at the Democratic National Convention about hope. I wrote a book called The Audacity of Hope. And now I notice Senator Clinton's been criticizing me because this is a variation on the talker not doer argument. She says, he's always talking about hope. He's so naive. He's not realistic. He's a hope monger. Actually, I made that one up. She didn't say that. She said I was peddling false hopes. Peddling false hopes. The implication is that if you talk about hope, if you are hopeful, then you must be naive. Your head must be in the clouds. You must just be passive, sitting there waiting for good things to happen to you instead of being hard-headed and really working towards solutions. That's the implication. Well, that's not what hope is. Hope is not blind optimism. Hope is not ignoring the challenges that stand before you. I know how hard it will be to provide health care to every American. If it was easy, it would have already happened. I know how difficult it will be to provide real energy solutions in this country. ExxonMobil made $11 billion in quarterly profits. They are not going to give up those profits easily. I know how difficult it is to alleviate poverty that has built up over generations, or improve schools that, for so long have failed those children. None of these things are easy. I know because I fought on the streets as an organizer. I fought in the courts as a civil rights attorney. I fought in the legislature. And I have passed some good legislation, but I've seen good legislation die because good intentions were not enough, because they weren't combined with political power and political will. I know how hard change is, but I also know this, that nothing worthwhile in this country has ever happened except somebody somewhere was willing to hope. That's how this country was founded. A group of patriots declaring independence and taking on the mighty British Empire. Nobody gave them a chance, but they had hope. That's how slaves and abolitionists resisted that wicked system, and how a new president charted a course to ensure we would not remain half slave and half free. That is how the greatest generation, my grandfather fighting in Patton's Army in World War II, while my grandmother stayed behind with a baby, working on a bomber assembly line, how that greatest generation defeated Hitler, defeated fascism, lifted itself up out of the Great Depression. They were full of hope in the face of darkness and difficulty. That's how women won the right to vote. That's how workers won the right to organize. That's how young people traveled south and they marched and they sat in. Young people your age, some were beaten, some died for freedom's cause. That's what hope is. That's what hope is. Imagining and then fighting for. And then working for what did not seem possible before. That is the opportunity we have in this election. There is a time, Oshkosh, in the life of every generation, if it's to make its mark on history, where that spirit has to come through. This is our moment. This is our time. And if you will join with me and join with each other, if you will vote for me on Tuesday and organize with me, then we will not just win Wisconsin, we will win this nomination, we will win the general election, and you and I together, we will change this country, and we will change